Same we have here divisibility rules of the numbers. I have given the divisibility rules starting from 2 to 12, guys. Basically, out of this 12 numbers, common numbers are nothing but 2, 3, 5, 10, and 9. Okay. For these numbers, you may know the rules already: 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and 8 and 9. So, what is the thing that you have to concentrate is whether is there any difference between the information that you know theoretically or not. Okay. So I'll give you some time. I'll give you 2 minutes of time. Go through the chat. Each and every divisibility rule I can discuss along with examples so that we can solve questions on the divisibility rule. Okay. Go through the information. If you want, you can take a screenshot of it. So content, PPT wise, we can't share, guys. You can take a note of it. Okay. Rishikesh is asking now how the cyclicity of 2 is 4. All the questions on that concept is completed already, and now you're asking Shishikesh. Okay, what is cyclicity? Cycle is nothing but repeating na. So if you take two powers, 2 power 1 equal to 2, 2 square is equal to 4, 2 cube is equal to 8, 2 power 4 is equal to 16, 2 power 5 is equal to 32, 2 power 6 is equal to 64, 2 power 7 is equal to 128, 2 power 8 is equal to 256. Cyclicity is nothing but, if you see, after every 4 powers of 2, the units places 2486, 2486. The units places are going to get repeated. That's the reason cyclicity of 2 is nothing but 4. The same we will be applying for remaining numbers also to find out the cyclicity. Okay. That's how I have given the chart. Yes, guys, let's not take more time here. So if you want a number to be divisible by 2, how many ever digits are there within the particular number? Last place or units place should be even number. Okay. Next, divisibility rule of 3. You have to add all the digits within the number and make sure that it is divisible by 3. Next, as you said, that is the same. So what is the divisibility rule of 4 means? Last two places of a number you have to take, and that you have to divisible, like make sure that you are divisible by 4. So if the last two digits that you are taking is divisible by 4, then entire number is divisible by 4. Next, 5 is very easy. Last place can be 0 or 5. 6. So if the number is divisible by 2 and 3. Okay. So how can we write 6, guys? 6 we can write it as 1 into 6 or otherwise 2 into 3. Any other possibility? No. Actually, we are working on divisibility rule of 6 only. So you can't take 6 here directly. Okay. So that's the reason this pair got eliminated. And if any number that is divisible by both 2 and 3, then only we can say that the number is divisible by 6. Okay. If that is divisible by only 2 or if that is divisible by only 3, we can't say that that is the number which is divisible. Okay. Hello 114. Last question is completed already 6 minutes ago. In the previous question, how did we take 6 as units place? So if we go on with the coordination thing, then I can clear off all your doubts, guys. I guess after solving the question, every question I'm explaining 2 times. And then once you say yes only, I'm going for the next question. So don't make it difficult because we have so many things to discuss. So if you want, I can explain the question once again. 114. Okay. This is the last question. So can you please be active and say where you got a doubt? Whether it is 2 power value or 6 power value. Please respond fast. 114 civil, can you please respond? 2 power value na? So that's what we have discussed in the earlier questions also, and even in this question also. We have to answer for 62 power 112 what is the units place. According to the concept of units place, this is units, this is tens now. So this question can be rewritten as like this: 2 power 112. So you have to find out what is the value of units place in 2 power 112. That can be the units place of 62 power 112. Okay. So cyclicity is nothing but 4. We know it already and I explained it already. Next, as cyclicity is 4, you have to divide the power of 2 with 4. As we got remainder 0, remainder 0 means cycle ending value. That's the reason it is 6. Okay. So I request you students to have strong internet connection so that we can eliminate this reiteration of explanations. And also one more thing, if you think about pizza burger in the class and then after that listening to the explanation, it's a voice over explanation now, you can miss few points. So at a time you make me stop and then ask me to explain once again. There are some other students who will be scolding me to going back for each and every question. Okay, so let's back to the divisibility rules. Divisibility rule of 6, if you have to take 1 and 6, you can eliminate, guys, because for divisibility rule of 6 only we are trying to find out. So we can't say that 1 comma 6 pair is going to work. Okay. So 2 and 3 means if the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then only we can say that it is divisible by 6. Okay. If the number is divisible by 2, then you can't say that the number is divisible by 6. It should be divisible by both the values. Okay. Next, 7. 7 is the important thing where students are having a doubt. So tell me any number. Don't tell single digit number, double digit number. Please tell triple digit, 4 digits like that. Okay. Tell me any number, guys, so that we'll check the divisibility rule of 7. Tell me any number. 343. You know it already, na? 343 is already divisible by 7. 346, huh? Okay. Many numbers I have. 469, 2789, 346, 343, 1864, 352, 247. Okay. Thanks for the response, guys. So out of which I'm taking this 469. Okay. To explain the divisibility rule for better understanding. This theory point you may be having a doubt. Once if I explain this, you can understand how the divisibility rule of 7 is calculated. Okay. Cross of the last digit. What is the meaning of last digit? Last digit is nothing but this one. Okay. Take out this. Okay. So double it and subtract. Okay, double it and subtract. What is the double value of this? Double value of this is nothing but 18. Okay. And subtract means you have to subtract that from the remaining value. Okay. You have to subtract that from the remaining value. What is remaining value? It's not 460, guys. Okay. Last place, if you're removing, the number will become 46. That's it. Okay. You have 46. From 46, you have to subtract this 18. Okay. So 16 minus 8, it is equal to 8. 3 minus 1, it is equal to 28. Whatever the value you get, if that is divisible by 7, then the entire number is divisible by 7. So whatever the number we have taken, 469, that is divisible by 7. That is the process. Okay. So they told us to repeat it once again. Okay. Repeat if you want means repeat it once again is nothing but if you have taken 5-digit number, 6-digit number at a time, you can't understand. While eliminating, you can get if you take 5, that 5-digit number can become 4-digit number. If you are not understanding whether that is divisible by 7 or not, you can repeat the process again if you want. Double digit number, you can understand whether it's divisible by 7 or not. And single digit number, you know it well. And triple digit number, this is the process where you can understand with one step, not with direct calculation or division with 7. So 4-digit numbers, if you have, you can do the process, guys. Okay. This is just one way approach they have given. It doesn't mean that they are not asking you to go, not to go for conventional division process of 7. Okay. What is the process? How many ever digits of number you have, cross off the last digit and double it. And whatever the value you get, that you have to subtract from the remaining. Okay. So we have to get a proper value of divisibility rule of 7 means you can repeat the process and try to understand whether the same is applicable or not. Okay, that is the divisibility rule of 7. Clear? Any doubts? Shall I go for the next ones, guys? Let me know quickly. Okay, done. Then divisibility rule of 8, last three digits. How many ever digits are there in the number? Last three digits should be divisible by 8. And 9 and 3 both are the same. So sum of the digits should be divisible by 3 means sum of the digits should be divisible by 9. Okay. Next, if last digit is 0, that is 10 divisibility rule and 11 divisibility rule. Okay. Few students will call this as alternative places we have to add and subtract. Few students will call it as odd places, even places. Okay. So both are the same, guys. Let's say that you have a number. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So what is the task of you means you have to check whether this number is divisible by 11 or not. Okay. So what is the divisibility rule of 11 means you have to sum the odd places. Okay. You have to sum the odd places. Sum of odd places minus you have to sum the even places. Sum of odd places minus even places. Okay, so that difference either it should be equal to 0 or otherwise it should be equal to 11 or otherwise it should be multiple of 11. Okay, so if that is the case, then the number is divisible by 11. Okay, if that is the case, then the number is divisible by 11. Okay, I'm repeating it once again, guys. So what is the divisibility rule of 11? Divisibility rule of 11 is nothing but you can take odd place values and you can take even place values. Odd place values you can take and you can sum the numbers in the odd places. Even place values you can take and you can sum even place values. And you have to take the subtraction. Odd place values you have to subtract from even place values of highest one. Sorry, even place values you have to subtract from odd place values from the highest one. So if the remainder is 0, that means if the final value is 0, then the number is divisible by 11. If the number is multiple of 11, then it is divisible by 11. If the difference is 11, then that is divisible by 11. Okay, so that's the point, guys. Next, this is the very important point where you have to concentrate. Okay. Divisibility rule of 12 means maximum students will think like this. 12 can be written as 1 into 12, 2 into 6, and 3 into 4. Okay. So they may think that anyone can give the answer, but anyone will not give the answer, guys. Have you heard about the logic of co-prime pair? Have you heard about the logic of co-prime pair earlier? Have you heard about the logic of co-prime pair? If yes, raise the hands. Co-prime pair means it's not we are speaking about prime numbers. Co-prime means they should be having highest common factor 1. That means they should not have any common value, guys. Okay. They should be having the highest common factor 1. Okay. If you see here, we are trying to find out for 12 only. So 1 comma 12 is neglected. So if you are trying to understand for, if you check for 2 and 6, whether that is divisible or not, 2 and 6 cannot be done. Why? Because they both are having 2 in common. Okay. So this can't be done. So 3 comma 4 is the co-prime pair. Co-prime pair is nothing but it's not only prime numbers are co-primes, guys. Co-prime pair is nothing but ma'am, if we got the difference negative value, how to consider the divisibility rule of 11? We will never get the difference as negative value, ma'am. Maybe I have written the number randomly. That number will be constituting if they want to check for the divisibility rule of 11. Odd places, even places, they'll correlate and give, and they'll make sure that odd places are having more values than the even places. Okay. Negative value you will not get. Okay. You will not get means there is a chance, but when they want to frame a question on divisibility rule of 11, that is the logic they will follow now. So they make sure that odd places are having more values than the even places. Okay. It can be 0, it can be 11, or it can be 11 multiple. Maximum, it will not become 0. Sorry, it will not become negative. Okay, Kavya. So why we are concentrating on coprime? Why can't we take this 2 comma 6? Okay. Try to understand even more what is the use of taking coprime, guys. Okay. So I'll ask you one thing. Please answer for that. 138, 200. Okay. Students, 138 is divisible by 2, but not divisible by 4. Okay. And the same if you take 200 is divisible by 2, and then 200 is divisible by 4. Okay. I just want to tell you one thing. So there are few numbers which are divisible by 2 but not 4. Okay. You can't say that if a number is divisible by 2, the number is divisible by 4 also. Okay. The same is going to be applicable here. So you have a divisibility rule of 2 here. 6 means again you will check the divisibility rule of 2, and again you will check the divisibility rule of 3. That means what is the thing that is working here finally? You are checking the divisibility rule of 2 and 3 means you are checking only with respect to 6. Okay. Not with respect to entire 12, guys. Try to understand. That is the reason we are going to take the coprime pair. Other than these numbers, where there are other numbers which you can write it as the combination of two numbers, there you have to concentrate on the coprime pair logic to take the divisibility rule to check for the question. Okay. So not all the numbers which are divisible by 2 are divisible by 4. Few numbers are divisible, few are not divisible. So if you are going to work on the divisibility rule of 12, you can't say that all the numbers which are divisible by 2 and 6 can be divisible by 12 completely. Okay. Because we are going to take out the logic of the values over there with respect to coprimes. Okay. Got the point, guys? Yes or no? Or any doubts? If you understood this, you have to answer for the question that I'm going to ask. Okay. So I give a number 24 and I'll write the pairs. You please tell me which pair I have to consider. Vice versa also you can take. So 24 divisibility rule. Okay. What is the divisibility rule of 24? Because basically these are the numbers they'll ask. What is the divisibility rule of 24? I'm writing the logic once again. You have to go with co-prime logic. Okay. Co-prime is nothing but highest common factor equal to 1. Co-prime is nothing but highest common factor equal to 1. What is the answer? Hello students, are you there in the session? Are you listening to the class and understanding? If yes, respond the answer. What is the divisibility rule of 24? Only 3 responses, Manvita, Priyanka and 136. Remaining students, did you not understood, or are you sleeping, guys? Are you there? Till now you are so active, right? Suddenly what happened to you? Why we have to concentrate on coprime pairs means there is a logic over there. If there is some other common number, that can't help you to list out the values, guys. Somebody saying divisible by 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. Not required. That much not required. Okay. Oh God. I got the point. Okay, okay, okay. Cool, guys. Divisibility rule of 24 means 1 and 24 I'm eliminating because 24 is the number itself. I have to find out. 2 and 12 got eliminated because 2 is common. 8 and 3 got selected because nothing is common other than 1. Okay. 4 and 6 got eliminated because 2 is common. Okay. Mostly whenever you have a common number for those numbers, actually it's not you are doing for 24 directly. If you have a common number, it's like you're doing for the highest number whatever you have. Okay. Highest